We're live from the Rat Lord studio. Let's see what we got for news. This move was CPI. It gives like 100 points. Not too bad, not too bad. Came right back up to freaking that 250 area that we were looking at yesterday. Instead of all this BS. It doesn't look like there's anything else, so. Oh, there's Feds. Feds are talking at 9:30 and at the open, and then 15 minutes later. Damn it. Doesn't look like anything important though. I don't think we have to worry about that. So we're just gonna trade. Scaling down today on the 150K, we were entering with 4. We're gonna enter just with 2 at a time. And we're looking for divergences. When they happen, if it makes sense to get in based on a higher time frame, we'll take it. Scale in. If it's going against us, scale out quickly. Maybe hold on to 1 or 2 entries. Maybe do a little DCAing. But ideally, keep it tight. So yesterday we got chopped up in all this. I wanted lower prices. I said I'm expecting choppy and or selling. We chopped and then we sold. We didn't wait. We got chopped up in that. We could have been profitable in that, but it is what it is. We did end up selling off. Quite a lot too. This wick is still here. Oh, there, it's gone now. What's up, Raven? Good morning. So Monday we took out this low. Yesterday we took this one out. We just keep digging into this. We just keep digging into this on the 4-hour. I think we still go lower, but I'm not going to let that affect my trades today. If we see a long setup, we'll take a long setup. If we see a short setup, we'll take a short setup. Yesterday we saw a dump, a pump, a chop, and then when I got off, then it dumped again. I don't know what we'll see. We need to let the market tell us what it's going to do. That's one of my biggest issues. I'm sitting at the charts looking at it and I'm constantly trying to figure out what it's trying to do. And then once I talk myself into thinking, oh, this is what it's going to do, I get in without any confirmation validation. and a particular setup, I'm just like, well, if it's going higher and it looks like it's going higher, I should just get in, and I got to get away from that. I think that's what happened yesterday. Can't be doing that. When a setup appears, we will take it. Here's another one at 7 this morning. I might start getting on at 7. Between 7 and 8. Delta dropped lower. And price was unable to get lower. It actually, yeah. Look at that. Would have sucked waiting this whole time. I need to learn to be patient and let them play out. But at 7, we put this low in. And at 7.50, we went and tested again. Long there. Ride it for CPI. It's like the third day in a row that we've had a pretty good setup between 7 and 8. Take a screenshot of that. All right. That CPI move doesn't look like it really took out any important highs. So maybe we keep going higher for the time being. I don't know, it's so tough in this area. We're only 160 points away from all-time highs again, and yesterday we moved about 160 points. I'll just wait till open, I guess. Heavily debating just starting to play video games while we wait. Patience is one of the hardest things for me in trading, and I like playing video games. So there's been, when I wasn't streaming, that's what I would do. I have a monitor up there, like a TV hooked up to the computer, so I'd have the charts up there and then just play with games and just check it every once in a while, see if there's a setup or if something's forming. I can just keep an eye on it, then get in, place my stop, place my take profit, and then distract myself by playing games. It was kind of working. The selling that just came in pushed us further beneath that low. And there was a ton of buying back here at 9. And we didn't make it. We didn't even make it like halfway. Just barely halfway. But this buying was almost as much as back here. So I'm thinking shorts, but we just, like I said, we got to just take whatever we see. Got price making new lows. Delta's kind of staying around the same area, relatively flat. Oh, we've been open for a minute. Tons of buying, and they didn't really push it that far. I like that it wasn't really able to get higher than that. It's like the bottom of all these bodies on the 4-hour. Came up and tapped it. Again, another new low with not as much selling. What's up, Dino? McLovin. Yeah, I have a bias of short, but I'm not going to let that affect me. If we see something else, we'll take it. That's not a bad idea. I actually planned on staying out of the open this morning I was going to wait to start the stream until like 10:15, but then I changed my mind because I can't go switching up stuff just because I have 1 or 2 red days. I am switching up a little bit in that I'm scaling down and going to allow myself to stay on the charts, or try to stay on the charts a little longer depending on how we feel. Like, we only had a handful of trades yesterday, but those handful of trades wiped us out, and I don't think I necessarily held on to them too long. It was just we were so used to like our pretty decent high win rate, so that sizing was fine for that. But then once you start taking some losses, it sucks. And I feel like I wasn't sized up a lot, but obviously for me and like just my perspective on these accounts, it was too much, because after 4 or 5 trades, I had to stop. Yeah, I don't have VWAP. I've been doing fine without it. I don't think for me, tests of VWAP aren't enough reason to get in. I don't know where to place my stop. I don't know how many points to take. Maybe I could figure something out based on this order flow in the tick chart. But sometimes we blow past it. How long are you supposed to hold on to it for? Like I said, we could probably come up with something, but I would need to like only trade that. I don't want to like throw it in here. I was pointing out earlier, not everybody was here yet, but yeah, I feel like every other person live streaming trading has VWAP, and then they're not doing that good. So I'm like, I don't want to use VWAP. Every morning between like 7 and 8, at least this week. I think we saw it a couple times last week too, but we had Delta making lower lows, and price did not. That's a perfect setup. Got a clean, strong reaction, and it even came back. So we could have added one here and then got in a couple more here with a relatively tight stop, just in time. 20 points, and then, or maybe ride it with CPI. I might start getting on. I keep seeing it happen between 7 and 8. But I definitely would have needed the patience, because this first one was put in at 7, and we wouldn't have realized that it was a setup until 50 minutes later. And during the morning session, those setups form within a matter of seconds or minutes. That could have shorted that, actually. We made it above this high. Price wasn't getting back up there. See if we get a little pullback. I don't know. This week's just weird after last week. I was kind of surprised that CPI had a 100-point move. Nasdaq making lows without yes again. Yeah, I think like I was saying the other day, like I think markets just like when a decision is made. So there was a lot of uncertainty in America. Obviously, decision was made, markets ripped off of that, but we ripped like 1,300 points last week. So I wouldn't think we moved too much now this week. All right, sounds good, McLovin. Hopefully you don't mind me not waiting. Selling's still pouring in, but we need price to catch up with it. But this is based off of more of this divergence back here. We got a reaction off of it, pulled back, and then we see some selling come back, so we'll get in. Tons of selling. It's not beneath this low. Oh, those are those two lows at 7 and 750. I'm going to stick to this for the time being. I know it's moving up, but it still doesn't feel like it's moving as much as all this buying. I don't like ES being up there. Coming back to the bottom of that range. Trying to give us some time. What's up, Hank? We're currently in a short, and price is on the wrong side of our trade. But it's starting to slow down right here. I like that it's reacting off of the bottom of that 4-hour range right here. We're in 6 micros right now. I'm gonna give it some time, Dino. We're getting a decent reaction off of that. Your Texas jet. Let me leave that back on there. I mean, if that selling can keep it up, this should go pretty far. Are you thinking that because of VWAP? It's all right. It's all right. It's just a 10-point bounce. I'm getting more conviction off of this 4-hour. All these bodies right here. It's really liking my entry for some support. Yeah, everything's still pointing towards this looking okay, McLovin. I mean, we had a ton of buying and it did not go very far. Delta's not at this low, but price is already at it. It's looking good. Yeah, 5 minutes, not that pretty. I at least want to wait for these lows. 100 would be ideal. It's kind of stalling here off with all that selling, but I mean, I'm hoping, obviously hoping price catches up with this. Look at all that. Like, it looks like it just wants to tank, but it can't because I'm in a trade. It's going to mess with us. Like, why can't it move like that in our favor? It struggled this whole way down. It just struggled. We're fine. It's just trying to shake everyone out. Can't you like take some batteries out of your remote or something? You gotta be kidding me that we're back at freaking our entry. Alito. Not today, Alito. Not today. You know, I was thinking about taking some off down there. I was hovering over the market buy. I appreciate it, Dino. It just came back to let me add. ES is heading down. Lots of selling again. What the hell? Why does it keep doing that? I think it has room to keep going lower. This is barely, I mean, we're back at break even now. I think it's still fine. We just gotta pretend like we don't care about it. Yeah, there was a little bit of a divergence for a long there. I should just be taking our scalps and recycling, huh? I think we're fine still. I think we're fine. This is a difficult situation. This is a difficult situation we put ourselves in. I'm just watching ES, like, hoping that it just goes lower. This might be one of the worst trades we've ever had to deal with on stream. We sat in all this drawdown, go 30 points, break even, negative. 23 points, break even, negative. I'll scale out. I'll scale out if we hit the lows again. But I feel like if we hit the lows again, it's just going to keep going. Go. We take out the highs, but I want to see it, you know, take out the lows for us. That would be freaking sick. We got some selling coming in. Come on. That's what I'm thinking too, Alito. But ES is not looking like it wants to. She's being very hesitant to go down there. Oh my god. Here we go. Come on. I can't do it. That was tough. God damn it. That was so frustrating. I mean, hopefully we go higher now, just to so it was a good decision. But regardless, I had to get out because it was obviously that was eating me up. Yeah, it's green. I mean, honestly, part of the reason why I wanted more was because I scaled down today. That's why. But I need to try to stick to my 20 points. Scale out of most of my positions at 20 points, potentially just everything at 20 points. Yeah, this is looking like a decent long. I mean, we're already up 20 from that little area. 6C. Or I could put it on this chart. There's the 5 minute on 6C. You shorted this? I don't know anything about the currencies and stuff. Where was your short at? And is this one 12.50 a point also? Oh my god, look at this. I knew it. God damn it. That's where I wanted to freaking exit my trades at. My entries. At the 114. We would have had to deal with more. Wasn't our entry like 50? So we would have had to deal with break even and red again. And then the move happens. That is trading. But these setups that I'm taking, I like it because they happen more often throughout the day, so I can just, it's fine. Like you miss some, you get some others. We'll be all right. Yep, those lows. Jesus. I blame all of you guys. We'll have to wait and see. We could go higher now. I mean, this could be a reversal. I would almost like to see it dig in there a little more. Oh, we got this low back here. It's hard, Hank, when it's easy to hold if it's going in your favor, but then it just kept coming back to break even and negative. I could have been watching though. Delta could have seen that this move up wasn't coming back up there, but I couldn't handle it coming back to break even. Well, I couldn't have recycled it because I wouldn't have shorted again. There was nothing up here saying to short, so if anything, I would have taken a long off of around here. But yeah, I mean, that still went 25 points on that one. All right, we wait for the next one. God, that's horrible looking. Look at this. Look at this 5 minute. What's up, Knives? It just it just depends on your strategy and stuff, Alito. I mean, I definitely think I should have taken those 30 points because I only typically aim for 20 points. So I was given an extra 10 points. So I definitely was wrong to hold it. However, my target was lower. My target was these lows, so there's nothing wrong holding it. I mean, there's pros and cons to both of them. You can have the whole death by 1,000 cuts or whatever by trying to get in and out constantly, or you could just risk one time, place your stop somewhere, place your take profit somewhere, and hold it. But obviously that takes a different skill set, patience, which is difficult. But I definitely should have taken the 20 points. I was aiming for more because of my size. But I also had a reason to aim down there and a thesis. And it wasn't just because of my size. So there was nothing wrong to hold it. Knives, you're done for the day? Oh, freaking McLovin. I got out green, but all these guys, I wasn't looking at the PnL. Knives. So our entry was like back here, a short, let me put a line on here. I can't remember when you left, McLovin, but we sat in all this drawdown, and then it went 30 points in our favor, and then just ripped right back up to break even negative. Then back down 20 points and break even negative. Then like 20 points again, then break even negative. Or wait, no, and then I ended up getting out when it got stuck right here. It came down and then it started getting stuck, and I just couldn't handle it coming back again. And it did. And then, of course, then it goes down, and now we're like way down here. 60 points from our entry. 70 points from our entry. I couldn't handle it coming back again. I would have ended up taking a loss or break even, which would have been more infuriating for it to drop like that. Yeah, I don't look at the PnL during the trade at all. I just see the points, but I mean, I know that I'm scaled down, and that's kind of why I was aiming for more points today. But I had a reason. Damn, we're going down to 150. Why didn't I hold this? I can't, Dino. I gotta stick with what's been working. I've been doing really good with this strategy, so I don't want to add stuff. Yeah, that's true, Alito. I like it when the trade just goes directly there, but that's because I lack patience and discipline. If I have patience and discipline, I see a setup, I take it. I should just wait for it to play out. If I'm wrong, it's a loss. Who cares? You move on to the next one. Yes, it was. Well, it was a lack of patience, me getting out. There was no need to get out. Anytime all this buying came through, it kind of struggled to go higher. So, if anything, I should have been adding every time it came back to break even. Did not make it to 154. I mean, it has to take that low out. There's no way it leaves it. Whenever I hover down here, I'm looking at a swing high or a swing low on Delta and comparing it to up here to see like how close we are on Delta versus how close we are on price. Hoping it comes back to 120. Oh, right in this gap. I could see it coming back to there. No, it went down, Alito, because I got out of my short. That's the only reason it went lower. Had we held, it would have went higher. I definitely don't think the market moves based on my entries. It's just funny. Well, there's your 120. I don't know about another short though. We're already above all of this, or we're already at all of this stuff. But Delta's not there yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I obviously still see it all and like point it out, but I don't put that much trust in it anymore. The only reason I think a potential short would just be because we're coming back to the bottom of all of that. Like there's a whole cluster right here. I mean, it happens to align with a fair value gap, but yeah, I mean, I had a lot of progress when I learned ICT stuff and it helped me learn more about the markets. I think he just rebranded everything because a lot of those setups were in books from a long time ago. So it's documented, but then he calls them something different. But who cares what you call it if it works for you? But this order flow stuff I've seen my consistency and profits improve with just looking at the market from this perspective. What other news is there? And regardless what happens, we should be able to see you know, where it's struggling to break through and potential reversals, momentum trades. You know, Alito, it's nice to have you back. Trading wasn't the same when you were preoccupied with other endeavors. Knives is a different story. At least Alito's consistent. Knives comes in here and I don't know if he's gonna start trolling, giving bad advice or good advice. Alito is true to himself. No, not around here. We don't care about that. I've been meaning to jump in a call with you on the weekends when you're doing your review, but I always end up missing it. Like I see that you said that you're going to do a review, and I want to see what you're doing because I'm interested in other forms of trading. Obviously, I'm more interested in futures, but it can't hurt to learn everything else too. I assume you got in, McLovin, because market's gonna slow down if any of us are in a trade. I appreciate that. You don't have to go out of your way. I just figured I'd join in when you're doing your review anyways. It does not know what it wants to do here. I'm not seeing anything. Everything with price and delta is lining up. Hold on to that, McLovin. We didn't break that high, and we did on delta here. I'll get in with you here. I mean, that's exactly what I'm waiting for. That was higher. Oh, that was lower. And we had a little bit of selling come through, and it almost went back the whole entire move from that buy. Okay, we went to the lows of all this price action, but Delta's not down there. But I think that's a good sign for shorting still. It's really going to struggle to go down if we're both short. Want like 79. We'll get out of 2, place a stop right here, and then see if this one will go down a little more. Or we'll just get out. After this trade, I need to go make another drink. I ran out of coffee, and we haven't went and got coffee, but we have espresso, so I just got to make... We're going to have to deal with lattes today, but I got to make them individually. Okay, well, I mean, I'm happy with it. We could have had our whole position at 20 points, but it's fine. We had two entries at 20 points and one at like 8. It's whatever. We'll take it. On the next one, that was a really small divergence too. But from the best entry to the best exit was 31 points. All right, I'll be right back. Make sure all this is on auto. Don't do anything stupid. Okay. It's done absolutely nothing. Alito, what the? Why? What are you trading this for? God. Just wait for us to get out of this area. Delta's climbing, price is climbing. $21R, damn. It's got to feel good after your last few weeks. That's crazy because last week our momentum on futures was crazy and it was like dead for you guys. And now this week we're like not going anywhere. And you're saying you're having good momentum over there. I wonder if is it normally reversed like that? Yeah, that seems to be the story for most people. Everyone can handle green days usually fine. Like most people, you have a green day, you're fine. It's that one red day. Yes, sir. And why are we risking so much on a bad day? Every red day, every big red day at the end, everybody's like, oh, I should have just stopped here. Like you just gotta stop. Delta's making highs, price is not. Oh, I mean we've all been there. But I'm a new man after I threw away my 7 fast track trading accounts in one day that were all in profit. One of them I've already taken a payout on and it was at like almost plus 3,000. So I was just waiting to take another payout on it. I was waiting for the other ones to catch up. And to throw all that away in one day is devastating. Especially with the situation I'm in. I needed that money, that was the problem. I know that, but it just made it hurt that much worse. And I couldn't afford to buy any more accounts. Now that it's been a month or two, we can see I was never going to get that money from Fast Track anyways, but I'm glad I went through it. It sucks I went through that, but I needed to go through that. I thought I have hit my rock bottom in the past, but that that was my bottom in trading. So it can only go up from here or from there. I almost shorted this back here. I'm glad I didn't. We needed to get out of that area and go somewhere different. We're just back at the freaking open from last night. Or no, this is a 4-hour. I was thinking it was a daily. Damn. I mean, eventually, I feel like it's going to pull back around 20,700-ish. Into all of this. But oh, maybe it's going to happen right now. Zoom out, see if we got a... Oh yeah, we got a huge divergence there from back at 10. No, this one. Wait, no, am I retarded? We were close to taking out these on Delta and... Wait, we had a... Yeah, this one. Had like an equal high there. Man, it's moving. Don't pay attention, eyes. Just move on, carry on. I'm fine. I don't normally zoom out that far, and I was getting a little... Thought I was getting a little cross-eyed there looking at all these highs. What a reaction, but then what a buy up. I believe she's going to keep going. It was a rhetorical question for myself, Knives. I didn't need any input from any third parties. All right, we're back up into all of this consolidation. So now do we get stuck in here again? Do we go past it? Or do we react off of it and go lower? ES is just out doing its own thing. Complete. Doesn't look the same at all. Yeah, I like a short two. I was calling out this, pulling up into this consolidation earlier, but I need more than just that. Specifically, I need a divergence to happen. We need to see that buyers are not in control anymore. You just traded the... Did you trade anything else or just the pre-market? Do you know? I'm going to attempt to just keep sticking around. I've seen or have heard of other people doing this. I think someone said that they do this on the Top Step TV sometimes, but I want to one day, we'll just get like a cheap eval somewhere and do this. But once I enter, I'll just enter with like 1 micro. Once I enter, I won't exit that trade until, I don't know, the end of the day. And we'll just only use the reverse button. So we'll try to just keep scalping these moves up and down, just reverse. I think it would be interesting to try with reading the charts with the tick and the delta. Then we'll see if, yeah, obviously see if we make money on it. Well, on a fake money. But I'm a little too focused on trying to pass these evals, but that's something I want to do one day. We could always do it after I'm done trading these. Try to hold it till the end of the day. There you go. Keep dreaming. Set your goals. Man, I've been looking at Porsches, and like growing up, I never was a Porsche fan, but they're pretty sick looking. I've been following the subreddit, and some of the cars in there, they look pretty good. Like I don't really know all the differences between them all, because like I said, I've never really paid attention to them that much. I didn't think that they were, I don't know why I didn't like them growing up, but now I might need one. This is all-time high territory, Alito. That's what we do. Sounds good, McLovin. I think that was your only trade, right? So GG's on the on that. Two trades. Well, I think you practiced good discipline, especially wanting to short those. And then you waited instead of just blindly shorting. But we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. I kind of like the gray Porsches. Later, McLovin. $355. Oh. Yeah, I don't know all the different names. Oh, that like, okay. I don't know if you're into this like rally type cars, but they have like, there's like a rally edition from, I don't even know if it's actually from Porsche or you have to like get it from a third party, but I freaking want that. what is it called? The Dakar? Yeah. Yes. All right, see you later, Hank. This 911 Dakar, I assume, or I guess. Like one of my favorite cars is a WRX, and I had one before, but I want one and then do like a rally build on it. But this is freaking awesome. Yes, sir. I had one only for a couple years because I bought it and then COVID started and I started working from home. And I'm like, why am I paying for this car that I never get to drive anymore? Like I only use it on the weekends and didn't really have the money to have a car that we only drove on the weekends, so I got rid of it. But I definitely miss it. How much is this? I'm just gonna skip everything. Where the hell's the price at? Yeah, I don't think it was good to launch a WRX on the road. It's better to do it on the like gravel or something or dirt. I don't know. All right. Oh, nice. Yeah, one of my good friends just bought the new model. And he said he bought it because I had one a couple years ago and I made him want one. But now I'm kind of jealous because I want one again. Oh yeah, I've seen those. Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those are cool. I know like Subaru and Toyota are like partners or something. I don't know about in the WRX, but like I know the Subaru, the BRZ, doesn't that share like everything from the Toyota FRS or something like that? I don't know. I just like the way cars look and drive. I don't really get too in depth with all the different little details. Yeah, I love like off-roading and rally racing and stuff, and I just can't do it because you kind of need to have extra money to deal with stuff if it breaks. I'm mad because I missed back in September. I just found out, but in September the Subaru, they had like a rally event like 30 minutes away from me, 30 minutes away from me. And the Subaru team was there, Travis Pastrana was there, and they were racing, obviously, because it was a multi-day event. I'm like, what the hell? This was in my goddamn town that I frequent. And I had no idea. I just saw a video on YouTube, and then it said that they were in Tennessee, in the town, and I'm like, what the? God, I could have went and seen this live. I think I remember. Speed TV sounds familiar. I was just a little baby boy watching whatever was on the telly. Yeah, I just found like a random Subaru page that listed the events, but I was like, how maybe if I like followed them on Twitter or something, or I don't know, like maybe I could have been notified. Maybe they have a newsletter that goes out. I'm not sure. I obviously don't like it enough to have notifications of what's going on in that space. But had I known they would have been there, I definitely would have went to check it out for a day or two, especially being that close. No, I never got into, like, I like bikes. I've had them. I've had a Harley, believe it or not. I don't look like a Harley rider, but I did have a Harley, and I did have a Suzuki at one point. But I'm not really into the watching the racing and stuff. Rally is like its own thing. I like that, but any other type of racing I didn't really care for. What is the the Isle of Man? That's interesting. I've never really watched it, just clips, but I think it's cool that it's just on like an island with a town, and they shut the streets down and then freaking go balls to the wall on it. Damn, we picked the wrong day to trade more. Or I watch like a video or two when they do the Pikes Peak challenge or Pikes Peak race or whatever, because that's insane. Especially like I've driven that road before up to the top of that mountain, and I can't imagine these people going freaking 100 miles an hour around those curves. And when I was driving it, I was holding on so tight and going so slow, and it, like, trying to not look to my left or to my right. It's terrifying. No. I did own a Del Sol for a little bit, but I never got to drive it. I was just working on it, and then it got stolen. When I was a teenager, I was obsessed with Hondas, and I didn't even own one. We had one in the family, but it wasn't mine. I always wanted a blacked out Civic, and then just like make it into a little racer. Now, I still love Del Sols. If I have money to burn, I would like to buy one and then just sink way too much money into it and just make it like brand new. Just replace everything on it slowly. I saw a CRX, right? That's what they're called. I haven't seen one in forever. Yeah, I saw one the other day parked. I wouldn't mind one of those either. I I like little cars. I'm going to try a long here. Price was nowhere near this low. Delta was pretty close to it. Not aiming for the moon. I don't even think I've ever been in a CRX. They were just always in those little souped up magazines. ES taking out those highs, that actually looks pretty good if we can do that on Nasdaq. Just gonna take what I can get. We're just in this chop. No need to aim for the highs. We'll take 12 points. That was a pretty quick trade. Let's see. $20 years ago. That looks like it was taken 20 years ago. Now, what was this, taken on a flip phone? At 19? Can't even tell who anybody is in here. This dude? Like, you borderline can't even tell what cars are driving. That's funny. How's your account looking, Alito? That wasn't a bad little scalp right there. I mean, if I could do that all day, 14 points at a time. I don't know if he's green or not. He said he almost hit his daily loss limit earlier. I was pushing it hard too, but I sent apology messages to the people I told to buy Fast Track. Don't get him started on FTT. Yeah, I mean, there were some people that were saying it was too good to be true, but I don't know, why not? I mean, they were still paying some people out. A lot. The rumor and some of the what's it called? Some of the evidence suggests up to 20 million. I personally know somebody who I think I was telling you about the other day, who missed out on quite a lot of money. Hell of a lot more than you've seen on this channel, that's for sure. This is trash. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do to entertain you guys. We're just waiting for market to either move out of here or give us a signal that we can take. This is why I need to start playing video games, and we'll just stream video games and play. Yeah, we'll just play video games and just have the chart up in the corner. Yeah, for sure. I mean, before I started streaming again, that's what I would do is I would just hop on some video games with friends in the morning and just keep an eye on the charts, like on another monitor somewhere. If I saw something, just enter, place my stop, place my take profit, and let it do what it needs to do. Alito. What, were you long, I guess? Oh, Jesus. You long the high of that range. I think this looks like it was just coming back to grab. Delta took out these lows. Price hasn't. I think you might be fine. But you're... on the high and short the lows. I think, yeah, I've always thought about playing ranges, just shorting the highs and longing the lows, but you just gotta have good risk management, I guess. Delta's down there. Price is not. Come on. We're long at 03, by the way. Yeah, at least want 115, like the high of this 5-minute candle. Get out of 2 and put a stop. Thank you, Dino. We're like a 100% win rate right now. Man, it's insane when you are patient and wait for stuff, huh? I mean, I also scaled down, so the scaling that I've been using, I think, is fine, but obviously scaling down is just going to be that much less emotions. Can we keep going? Damn, that was the entry. Alito, you better start freaking thinking about getting out if you are still in. Not bad, not bad. Alito, you have plenty of time. What do you mean you're not fast enough, quick enough? Jesus. I think this will keep going, Alito, so what do you mean don't go long? We were just in a long. And we just made money. Not a lot, but it's a decent little trade. I'm not going to complain about a trade that just goes in profit immediately. All right, Alito. I don't know about a short right now. It's looking... Chef, we already had a trade there. We've had quite a few trades. 1, 2, 3, 4. What time did you enter that, Alito? Did you sit in that this whole channel? Like this whole range? You know what? I don't feel bad. That's what he gets for giving me hell about my trade this morning. Oh, you should have just taken your 20 points and recycled it several times. And then he gets stuck in a 34-minute trade that's basically in the red the whole time. What's I can't turn the background music off. I don't have access to that. What if it's too loud I can lower it. But I don't think it is. What time did you get in that? What time did you get in that trade, Alito? $10.46. Now is that like 23? Oh my god. Man, you sure we're in a lot of drawdown most of the time. You're very good at getting super close. Yeah, I did. Was 31 your exit? This one went to 30.7. Oh, this one. No, that one went to 30.5. Wait. 30.75. I mean, it's good that there's one less instant funding firm that wasn't paying people. That's not a bad thing. Why would we want them sticking around, have people that are waiting on 40-day-old payouts? Yeah, I don't know anybody personally who's had issues with Apex. I know people who get consistent payouts from Apex. I never had any issues when I was using them. So until then, until I'm affected or see it firsthand, not just random posts that I don't know the whole story. I don't know if I want to trade anymore. I think that means we need to call it. Okay, we did way better than I thought. Where is our... So we scaled down today. We scaled down today and we are up. That window just disappeared for me. And we're up $600. With freaking... I mean, I know we were getting into 6 and 8 micros, but we were only using 2 micros at a time. 600. Now, we lost more than that yesterday, but we didn't lose more than that on Monday. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell was all that? So this wipes out Monday's loss, but we still have yesterday's loss, obviously. When did we start this account? The 28th. That's not a bad, not a bad PnL curve. Not a bad PnL curve at all. We just gotta keep grinding and not try to get all that back in one day. Which I probably can't. I probably could keep trading today. But there's no need, and this price action kind of sucks. It sucks even though we went 4 for 4. I am feeling pretty good, but I already looked at my PnL now. That's one of my rules, is if I look at that, I need to stop. Are you talking to me about not going long? I'm confused. But we'll just take our 600 and go play some video games, I guess. Later, Dino. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. You have a great rest of your day. Alito, take it easy. Don't get chopped up. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the... I know, I've worried about that. With, I have a my funded futures being copied to, and it's on DX feed, and I'm like, what happens if something goes wrong? I have no way of getting out of that. Or do they offer it on their site? Here's the PnL for today. No losses. Wins only. 2 micros per entry and up to 3 to 4 entries per trade. Not bad at all. Just 4 trades. This says 23, but it's counting for each, like, each entry. Looks like sometimes it splits it off. Not bad at all. It's nice knowing that we were able to make 600 with half our size when we hit minus 500 on Monday with our full size. I'm going to say no, Alito. You need to follow. You need to follow me. I'm stopping. You need to stop. After what you sat through, that's going to take a toll on you. I don't care what you say. So we need to stay scaled down like this until we just build our confidence up and get away from those 2 red days. But then if I was on my regular size, we would be up like 1,200 today, which that doesn't bother me. It's just showing if I remove my emotions, we can do pretty goddamn good. Chef, no, we need it. I need you guys to give me good advice, not bad advice. What's up, Alchie Faye? I'm just finishing up, but I'll put a pinned comment with our trades if you wanted to see them later. We had like 4 trades, I think. So if you look at this time up here, 9:39, 10:17, 10:53, 11:06. Yeah, I do take it. I was looking at the 4-hour this morning. I was looking at the 4-hour chart. I think I shorted. You're the whole reason why I even look at the 4-hour chart. I mean, I don't know if that's good or not. It depends on, what are you trading? I mean, if that's what your goal was, and if you traded with good discipline and stuff. How are you doing 0.01 lot size though? I don't know. On the 4-hour chart, it looked like we came back up into this area. I thought I shorted that. I think we did. Oh yeah, that was our first trade. So we had a divergence, and then plus we were coming up and breaking through that area and reacting off of it. So shorted that and held it for a little bit. Not as much, nearly as much as what we could have gotten, because everybody in the goddamn chat was telling me to exit. But that was a pretty good trade, and I don't think I would have seen that if it wasn't for Sheffrey. Yeah, yeah, you told me that afterwards, and I'm not full sending any of these accounts. I'm not doing it. I mean, I don't need any praise, but you can't say $600 with 2 micros. It's pretty damn good. That's another thing, Alita, with the Pixels. Like, Samsung has done decent enough removing some of their bloat, and you can make them look just like stock Android, and then you have even more customizability. Is that a word? Because at least you can take that weather thing off if you don't want it. I mean, I keep mine up there, but damn, we should have full send longed it. It's probably going to reach back up into this. Yeah, maybe we could have passed these accounts. Yeah, I'm done for the day too. Damn. I wish somebody would have thrown a hint my way that we were going to keep ripping. Yo, I'll send it if you want to pass these. Then I'll just take it from there on the fundeds, and I'll give you, what, 10%, whatever I take out of it after I pay you back for the life of the account. 10%. Hey, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. All right, we're out of here. Make sure all this is turned off. We're gonna try to do the same thing tomorrow because this kind of worked out a lot better than I expected. And I obviously need to have the patience and the discipline to be able to wait for setups, but I just got to remember we did it today. We've done it other days. So my biggest thing is not taking trades that I think are going to happen. I need to wait for the market to show me that it's doing something, and then we can get in, and it seems to work. So you guys have a good one, and we'll talk to you later and see you tomorrow. Alito, if you're thinking about stopping, just stop. But all right, you guys have a good one.